Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are a couple of minutes early here. We are going to get started here in just a little bit. Thank you so much for those of you who are able to join us today. So just sit tight for a few more minutes as we are continuing to let more people in and if you need to go grab something, um, feel free to do that. Grab a drink, a snack, and we'll get started here at just probably a couple of minutes after the hour. So everyone has an opportunity to join. We're super excited today. We have a great lineup from the VRLab Academy and some of the great things that they have been doing, as well as what we have doing in collaboration together that we are bringing to you. So again, it is just now at the top of the hour. We're going to wait maybe just 1 or 2 minutes to let people kind of transition to whatever they were doing and get logged on, and then we will get started. A few housekeeping items. You are muted and video is turned off automatically. If you need a notepad, please feel free to grab one. It has the transcription automatically assigned to English, and we want to keep it that way. This is because we will then upload this to YouTube, and for it to do its closed captions, having it in English will help to let it be translated for other individuals to view in different languages. So that will be available on YouTube later as well. For our Amazon giveaway, for those who are here for the entire time, we will be at the end of the webinar, we will, after it is ended, I will do a drawing for that, and then those winners will be notified for that gift card. So again, we are going to wait just another minute or so. I know sometimes individuals just take a little bit of time to get in, transitioning from whatever else they were doing, and then we will go ahead and get started. If you haven't had a chance to grab your phone, we do have a couple of QR codes today as well in the presentation, so it may be nice to have that handy. Again, we'll get started here in just another minute or so. Okay. At any point today, if you do have a question, please feel free to put that in the chat. Also, at this time in the chat, if you would put where you are joining us from, we would love to see where everyone is located and tuning in from today. So just in the chat, if you want to type where you are joining us from, maybe even what grade or what level you teach, that would be great to be able to see where everyone is coming in from today. So just do that in the chat, and additionally, any other questions can be put in there as well. To give you a little bit of information about myself while you all are typing in the chat, my name is Margaret Purdue. I am the community manager for Intel Skills for Innovation. My background is in education. My degree is in elementary education, K through 6. I taught in the middle school setting for 6 years. Middle school would be ages 11 and 12. So I taught for 6 years. I taught math, science, and communications. So I have a lot of experience in the education realm. So I am excited to join you with the perspective of an educator as well as a perspective of the ed tech world. In this In this slide, you can also see the rest of my crew. We have a Great Pyrenees named Luca. We have two cats, Miko and Milo, my husband Nathan, and our child. Um, they are in preschool and absolutely loving it. So that's a little bit about myself. We are located in Kansas in the US. So kind of right smack dab in the middle, a lot of farmland, a lot of crops. So that's kind of where I am joining you from today. It's awesome to see where all the different individuals are joining us. We have South Africa, Portugal, Romania, the US, Bulgaria, Albania, Poland. So thank you all for joining us today. We're going to jump in and talk a little bit about skills for innovation. If you all are not familiar with it, kind of give you a quick rundown, and then I'm going to hand it over to hear from VRLab Academy and the wonderful things that they are doing. So the Intel purpose for creating Intel Skills for Innovation, we have seen that in education, there has been and there is continuing to be a shift in the skills and the framework and items that students are needing when they enter the workforce. So what Intel has done with the Skills for Innovation framework is we have taken specific skill sets and mindsets that are being highly requested from employers, and we have taken these and integrated these skills into curriculum and activities that are being taught every day in the classroom. We know as educators, you know, you already wear so many different hats. So adding another hat and saying, okay, now also teach these skills, also, teach this specific technology on top of what you are already doing is a huge ask. So what we've done with Skills for Innovation, or SFI, is we have taken these technology activities, these skills that we are seeing that employers are wanting in their job searches, and we are integrating those into curriculum that is already being taught every day. So that really is what the SFI framework is built on. The different skill sets and mindsets that you will hear us talk about, these are from the Bloom's taxonomy, and you may be familiar with that verbiage as well as an educator. At the bottom of our Bloom's taxonomy, this is, our higher order thinking skills. At the lower level, it's just, can we recall, can we remember something? All the way up to, okay, with that information, what can you how can you assess this? How can you analyze it? What can you build, design, create? And what we are wanting to do with Skills for Innovation is we're wanting to go from that lower level of just being able to remember something, to remember facts, to being able to create and use those higher order thinking skills. Within the SFI platform that is offered, there are three main components that we provide. We provide professional development, starter packs, and our community. First, with our professional development, this is where we have over 200 hours of free professional development for educators. This can be done asynchronously at your own time. You can go from courses to different levels. We have 4 different levels that span from I'm really just needing to get more comfortable using technology in general, all the way up to, okay, I feel like I need to, that I'm pretty equipped. How can I, start integrating this into my classroom successfully to equip my students? Here you can see a little bit more the specific contents of all of the different levels in the professional development. You can see again at level 1, just the adapter of technology, learning the basics of words, spreadsheets, videos, all the way up to, how to work on operational thinking. So again, it spreads the entire gamut. And again, this professional development comes with the platform. It is completely free when an individual is registered. Along with that being completely free, whenever you complete a course, a level, a module, you will be receiving a course badge or certificate. These are really, really helpful if you have to do any type of recertification for licensure or for professional development, tracking, things like that. Continuing ed, this is a great resource to have because, again, it's asynchronous, it's completely free, and it will track those hours and administer those badges and certificates so that you can give those to whomever in administration would need to receive those for your continuing ed or relicensure. The next component of the SFI platform are our starter packs. And within our starter packs, they usually have three main components. Again, our starter packs are also completely free on the platform as long as you are registered. There are over 100 different starter packs at this time, and we have more coming as of right now as well. 100 different starter packs. These range a lot of times when we think of, integrating technology and we think of like the STEM, math, science, but we don't also always think of like the social emotional piece or your other subjects. But with the Intel SFI starter packs, we cover all subject areas K through 12. So there is something for everyone. Um, when you are on the platform and you go and you select a starter pack, you will see that you're able to click download. And when you download a starter pack, these are the items that come within that zip file. Within the zip file, the first item is the teacher guide. The teacher guide, or the pacing guide, as I like to call it, is really going to give you a good overview as the educator of what implementing this starter pack is going to look like. It's going to give you the instructional objectives, the learning outcomes, the real world application, which is always a question I got, especially in math, of like, when am I going to use this in real life? Why do I need to know this? So that is a quick answer to that question if that would ever come up. It also gives you, key concepts, what kind of software that you're going to need, and then the timing for each one of the slides, which is the second component. The in-class slide deck is just kind of like it says. It's the deck or the presentation that you would put up on your screen in your classroom. It helps to guide you and your students through the starter pack, asking, doing an introduction to the content, to what you're going to be working through in the starter pack, as well as checks for understanding, maybe videos, some other things, just to break down the lesson a little bit more. And then the last thing is the different working files that are included in the zip. This could be different different data items. This could be extension activities. Also, this includes beginner guides. For some of our starter packs, the technology is maybe something that our educators have not utilized. Maybe it's Python, and you don't feel 100% comfortable with that. In the working files, we include a beginner guide, which gives our educators a step-by-step breakdown on how to implement Python with this starter pack. So this is a really, really great resource, again, because when our educators feel equipped and prepared, it helps us in the classroom to help our students understand the content as well. One other important thing to note about all of our 100+ starter packs is that when this teacher guide, this deck, these files, they can be edited. It is not just the file, and you have to use it as it comes. Any of these files you can download, you can open, and you can tweak how you need to best fit the needs of your students. This is a really great thing. We have one of our educators, who is one of our ambassadors, who has taken one of our starter packs that was originally aligned to the middle school setting and has adapted it to fit elementary, middle, and high school. So that's another really important thing to point out, that though all of our starter packs are mapped to specific curriculum and content, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to use it there. Just because it is mapped to middle school doesn't mean it has to stay there. So that's what we are offering in the different starter packs. Lastly, in the SFI platform, we have our ambassador program. This is a group and a community of a global community of educators that are like-minded, that want to continue to grow and evolve in technology education. We have silver and gold ambassadors, and those all have specific things that go along with them. For silver, we have implementing a starter pack, and for gold, there's a specific training. There are some awesome benefits for becoming an ambassador. They get to attend specific webinars, opportunities to go to international and local conferences, roundtables, get to present at webinars, but also get to attend specific webinars as well. And these applications are available online on our platform as well, for silver and for gold. Our ambassador program is continuing to grow. We are at almost 130 ambassadors, and we're always looking for educators who want to, be a part of a global community as well. So at this time, if you have any questions about Intel Skills for Innovation and the overview of that, please feel free to put that in the chat. But I'm going to go ahead and hand it over. So I'm going to stop my share, and we will get into the VRLab Academy Starter Pack.
Okay, so I think you can see my screen right now. Is that it? Is that right? Okay, perfect. First of all, hello everyone and welcome. I'm really happy to be here today with you all. And first, I want to thank Intel for the opportunity, and also Margaret. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to introduce today Intel SFI and VRLab Academy Starter Pack. I do believe that this combination joins Intel's cutting-edge technology and VRLab's Academy innovative approach to education. So I'm really happy to share this content with you today. Let me introduce myself, of course. My name is Laís Novaes. I'm from Brazil, and I'm the head of sales and marketing at VRLab Academy. VRLab Academy, we have our core principle as teach better and learn better. So we do want to empower educators and students all over the world in order for them to have the best tools and to provide impactful and learning, engaging learning experiences around the world in the institutions where they are studying and teaching. Okay, let me explain a little bit more about how it works, how our platform works. VRLab Academy actually is designed to be easily accessible, and we have different kind of devices from where you can access our platform from. For example, we have PC version, we also have the VR version, we have tablet, and you can even access our content by using a mobile. In our platform, we have more than 240 experiments, and we are constantly adding more experiments to our labs. Our users, they are all over the world. They are spread all over the world. We are working now with more than 40 countries. And our platform is very engaging and interactive. The students are doing experiments as they had their hands on. because that's our main idea, to have a virtual lab working as if it was a real physical lab. Something that is really important to share here as well is that all the experiments, everything that is inside of our platform is scientifically accurate. So this means that everything is formula based. And we do value the importance of having a virtual lab and a safe environment for students and for teachers, not putting teachers, neither students into risk in a real lab, for example, and cutting lots of the costs that real labs actually have for schools. We are also happy to share that we do curriculum alignment with the most used curriculums around the world, like IB, AP, and many others. This is something really important as well for schools. And we do have experiments that goes from middle schools to university level. So we have middle schools, high schools, and also university level experiments in our platform. As I was mentioning, VRLab Academy is designed to be easily accessible, and we do have inside of it standardized instructions on how to use. So it's our interface is pretty easy for teachers and also students to understand how it works and how to dive inside of it. We also have lab manuals for each experiment that we're going to have inside of our platform. We also provide simulated errors for troubleshooting in order to teach the students troubleshooting skills. And everything in our platform is actually cloud-based. This means that the students and teachers, they can have access to our experiments and labs. It doesn't matter from where they are at any time. So there is no need of downloading anything or installing anything in your computer or in your device because everything is cloud-based. For schools, usually we have this thing that is really important as well, which is the LMS integration. So the students and teachers, they can have this experience of just a single sign-on. So it's a seamless experience once you use our platform. Besides that, we also have a dashboard. And our dashboard is where the students and teachers and educators they're going to be able to access the students' performance, the experiments results, also the experiments access. They're going to be able to check the announcements. Also, they're going to be able to give some assignments to students. So we have here in this dashboard everything that is related to each school and to the activities that are being done by the students and teachers. So this is something also that we have in order to make easier for teachers to focus on really what matters for them, which is educating, so they can have all the information regarding the students here. In our labs, we have a big diversity of disciplines, scientific disciplines. So we have biology, we have chemistry, we also have popular science, we have mechanics, and many others. All, as I mentioned before, all of them for different kind of levels, like for middle schools, high schools, and also university level. You can see some of them here. We actually even have more than that. And I was mentioning at the beginning, we also have more than 240 experiments, and we're constantly adding more information and adding more experiments to our platform. So here you can see some of the ones that are already working our platform, from chemistry, biology, and other things. And we do provide manuals, as I mentioned, and all of them are tailored to the curriculum requirements and alignments that are needed. So why VR? It's such an important tool in education nowadays. I brought this graphic here just to show you guys a little bit about what global market report of this year had said about VR in education. So it's growing, and actually from last year to this year, you can see the growth here, and we can also see that this is gonna keep growing. So we do understand the tools and the content that we are giving out by using our platform is really relevant to schools and to other institutions that are educating our students and teachers. And we do think that this growth reflects what we are doing, and the next couple of years we're going to have even more people using VR in education. I brought here some pictures of some examples of implementation of our VR products in different kind of institutions, such as schools and universities. So here you can see a little bit of the flexibility that we have, and also this scalability. As we go from schools to universities. And right now, it's time to introduce to you one of the starter packs that we have in collaboration with Intel. So this starter pack is called Factors That Affect Mitosis. So this is actually targeted for a high school biology students. And this experiment leverages simulation and modeling to foster computational thinking and lets the students investigate the effect of lectin on mitosis rate. So it's a hands-on approach to understanding complex biological processes. I'm going to show a little bit of it here, and you're going to be able to see and understand it better when I share a video where you're going to be able to see the experiment being done by one of our experts. So by doing this experiment, the students, they're going to be able to learn and to achieve some key instructional objectives. So such as describing cell cycle events, differentiating cell cycle phases, using models for cell division, interpreting micrographs, and also they are going to be able to perform chi-square tests to analyze the effect of lectin on mitosis. So these objectives, they support core biology standards while they are building also critical thinking and analytical skills for the students. Here, in each experiment that we have inside of our lab, we have a place where we're gonna find the research question. So in this case, we have what is the fact of lectin on mitosis? So in this experiment, actually, the setup includes onion root samples in control and lectin-treated groups. So this is going to allow the students to observe the meiotic changes, building hypotheses and learning also experimental rigor. Here we have a picture of one of our labs, this lab where we have this experiment on. So you're able to see just a picture, an image of just right after the experiment is done in our platform. So we achieved this point, and since the beginning, actually, the students, they're going to be able to access this tablet, and inside of this tablet, they're going to be able to fill this tablet with information. So we have the research question. You can actually check it and see it here. And then we're going to be, the students, they're going to be able to record their findings. They're going to be able to document their hypotheses, also the dependent and independent variables, and also the results, the outcomes they're going to find after the experiment is done. Besides that, they will also have the option to conduct chi-squared analysis, also to reinforce their data interpretation skills. So after the experiment is done, they're going to be able to analyze and compare the meiotic stages for control and lectin groups. And at this stage, it's to encourage them for critical thinking, and also they're gonna be able to draw their conclusions about the effects of lectin, and also potentially performing a chi-square test for a deeper analysis. Oops. I'm gonna show right now, I'm gonna share the video. We're gonna be able to understand a little bit more of this experiment, of this starter pack that we're showing and talking about here. And also to see how our lab works. So we have different kind of languages. You can see here that we entered English. We have the lab assistant. She's also gonna share some information about the experiment at the beginning. We also have theory here. We have instructions. We have the tables where the students are going to be able to fill in information. Each object inside of our lab, they are labeled, so we have information about what they are, which makes it easier for students. You are able to pick up everything here and do the experiment as if you were doing it in real life, because that's how it works. We have a timer, we have a microscope, and you can analyze the samples inside of this microscope, and you're going to be able to take some pictures as well of your observations. You can discard some of the elements. In our labs, we do have the possibility of contamination, so we need to be aware of those things as well to clean the objects that we're going to use. So here you can see the observation of the mitosis process. Okay. It's just a short video to illustrate what I was talking about. Okay, let me just go back here. Okay, oops. 1 minute, okay. Okay, so we do believe that VRLab Academy we are representing the future of immersive learning. And we're going to be really happy to connect with you all if you want to understand more of our company, of our lab. Oh, I forgot to okay, here. You can scan the QR code, and then you're going to be able to schedule a meeting with us, a free demo. And we're going to be providing your needs, a code, or any other doubt that you may have. But I'm also here to answer the questions you may have regarding what I just introduced you to.
I'm also going to share my screen really quickly and just kind of give individuals a quick view of, if they click the link that was shared earlier for the for registering for the SFI platform, I can share it again. So it is at the maybe. So that is in the bottom of the chat.
Should I stop sharing my
Yeah,
screen?
yes, if you could, that would be awesome.
Okay, no problem.
So I will share that. So if you are interested in, gaining access to these things as well as the things that I had mentioned, if you click on if you're not in the EU or the EU and you register, you will then have access to the entire Skills for Innovation platform that houses the VRLab Academy starter packs. So when an individual logs into the SFI platform, this is what you are going to see. You can see up here at the top, this is where we have our professional development. And then you can click in there to see all of the different opportunities for, again, that asynchronous learning, where you can click in and start and go through at your own pace. Then are the starter packs that we are looking at. And specifically, we're talking about partner starter packs. So if we click in there to partner starter packs, we will then see all of the different partners that SFI currently is working with, where we have a variety of different items. So then, you can, once you are logged in, you can go in and explore these different ones, as well as looking directly in here at the VRLab Academy. So then here we'll see that we have the one that we were talking about, the factors. We also have there's one for roller coaster and the saltwater circuit. Again, you can see what these are mapped to: high school, and middle school. But again, a reminder that just because something is mapped, especially to middle school, and I know for NGSS standards in the US, there are components that are taught in middle school in physics that are also applicable to some of the components that are in the lower levels as well. So that you can click download and then go through those materials. So those are the three that are currently available with VRLab Academy. However, if you go into our Intel starter packs, that's where you would be able to see the full catalog. And at this here, where you can refine or look through and search for something specific. You can search grade, subject, the skill set or mindset, the different types of software that are used. You can also search the variety of different languages that are available as well for these different starter packs. I know there was a question about the different languages that were available. So for the starter packs in general, these are the languages that are available, and there are a variety of starter packs that have been translated for those. However, I was going to let you speak to the VRLab Academy for the translation of those, or what languages are offered when they're utilizing that platform.
Yeah, so in our lab, we have most of our experiments, they are actually in English and Turkish as well. But we do have many experiments in Spanish, in Bulgarian, and as I said, while I was presenting to you guys, we are constantly adding more experiments and in those languages. And we can also like develop in other languages according, I mean, if it is a needed, I mean, needed by our customers and etc. But at the moment we have mainly Turkish, English, Spanish, and Bulgarian.
Awesome. That's great. Hopefully
Mhm.
that answers those questions. Again, when an individual goes in and after you've registered, you can come in to look at these items. And then when you click download, that's when you will get all of those files that I was talking about earlier, your teacher guide, your in-class slide deck, and all of those resources as well. Again, the SFI platform, this platform that I am on right now, this is completely free to anyone who is registered. This is an opportunity to really check out VRLab Academy and see all of the wonderful things that they are doing and utilize some of their technologies as well. But you are welcome
Mhm.
to, go through and look around the professional development as well. Did you have another thing to say?
I got to see another question here. They are asking about pricing. So you can contact us if you have scanned the QR code. You can schedule a meeting with us, and I'm gonna be happy to talk with you about that. And also, I saw a comment here saying that yeah, unfortunately, right now we don't have in German. But if you wanna talk to us, we can discuss about it, about the possibility of adding new languages to our experiments.
So
What
what
about?
about Chromebooks? That's a great question. So for the again, you can refine here for the partner in the Intel starter packs up at the refine piece again. When you go to refine, you can look at platform and then you can adjust by Windows or Chromebook. So if your school or classroom is only utilizing Chromebooks, you can click that and then it will filter all of the ones that are, capable for Chromebook, and you will get to see all of those items. Now I'm limiting myself by I've put myself too many filters on for myself, but you'll able to work through that. And then I want to let you speak to the partner piece on
Uh,
if for Chromebooks. Right.
I just got to see another question. I don't know if it is for me, but if it is, it's asking if integrates with Google Classroom. Yeah, we can
Mhm.
do. Yeah, we can do this integration for sure. Um, so we have Moodle, Canvas, and Google Classroom, Blackboard, and many others. No problem at all.
Sure. Awesome. And from the Intel perspective, since everything is it's a download, the teacher guide and the in-class slide
Mhm.
deck, those slides could easily be uploaded to Google Classroom. If there's, little quizzes or quiz checks, I'm sure those could be uploaded into a quiz on Google Classroom as well. I'm not sure
Mhm.
if which piece you were asking the question for Google Classroom, but I hope that helps to answer that a little bit as well. We have a little bit of time for any other
Mhm.
questions that you may have either about SFI, um, kind of generally the professional development starter packs, the ambassador program, but also about VR Lab Academy and
Mhm.
what that looks like. Um, if there is, you know, about implementation. Um, what about support hours in Gulf area? I'm not quite sure what that one means.
Uh,
Do you know what that one means?
I
Yes, I will
actually I
send the
don't know.
certificate.
I don't know, but if what you were asking is if we'd be able to have our products handled to the Gulf area, yeah, we can. Definitely for sure. But I couldn't understand it well. If you can explain it better, then we're gonna be able
Yes.
to answer it the best way, in the best way.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I mentioned during the presentation, we have
Okay.
users all over the world. So do we have support if there is an issues? Of course, yeah. Right now I'm in Istanbul, so the time zone is close to yours, to Dubai.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, no problem at all. We can
Yeah, and
help
the
with those
same,
issues.
I would say for SFI, I we have individuals located all
Mhm.
over, and since our
Mhm.
platform is more of downloading items, if you are having an issue with something and you reach out to one of us, I would say that we don't necessarily have like a chat support line per se, but definitely have individuals to help assist you if you are needing it. Hope that answers some of your questions. In
Yeah.
terms of, oh, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was just saying, yeah, maybe our presentation was a little bit quick, but
No, I
I'll
think
be
it was.
really glad to answer if you guys have more questions, if you want to know more about our platform and also our connection here with Intel.
In Northland.
Okay, that's perfect. So please contact us. We're gonna be happy to talk about it. Mm, Andreas, I don't know exactly how to pronounce your name, but yeah, you can contact us. We're gonna be able to talk and discuss
Yeah.
better about it.
Yes, I think that's a great approach. I put my email in the chat. If you are
Yeah, I can also add mine, in
yes, sounds
case
great.
you
Also, if
wanna
you are
text me.
yeah, if you're an educator and you know of, maybe your school or your district would be interested in, utilizing some of the professional development or, looking at implementing some of the VRLab Academy items, we are always interested and open to, helping get the ball rolling for individuals. So we would love to be able to help in any way um, if that's something that you are interested in. Um, Also wanted to touch real quickly on the ambassador program since we do have a little bit of
Mhm,
time. Again, this is something that is open to all educators. Our ambassador program, we have two different
mhm,
levels as of right now, our silver level and our gold level. This is for, again, for educators to come together to learn and get to be a part of a community, because even though technology brings us together and we can get information so quickly, we can also still feel very isolated. So we have two different levels. To be a silver ambassador, it's taking one starter pack. So maybe you take the VRLab Academy, the roller coaster one, for instance, and you implement that in the
mhm.
classroom. You fill out the template that's here and then upload it to our platform, and then you have applied to become an ambassador. And our second level is there's a specific training that you would go through and educate 20 other individuals. So again, if that is something that you're interested in, that is under the tab of Ambassador Program. Once you have logged into the platform here, and you can see all of your profile and different certificates and badges as well. Um, Trying to see if there are any other questions for today.
So yeah, I shared here with you guys in the chat my email. So please feel free to contact me. We can have meetings and discuss about your needs. I'll be really happy to do so. Um, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, if there are not any other questions at this time, I'll wait and see. But thank you all so much. Again, the we'll do the drawing after the session, and those individuals will be contacted. Additionally, this recording it will go up on YouTube, and that link will be shared, as well as a certificate for the individuals. I will email the certificate for the individuals who attended today. So that is
Mhm.
what you will receive that as well. So thank you so much for those of you who attended, and we hope to see you all again at another webinar here soon.
Thank you again, Margaret, for this
Thank you so
opportunity and
much.
for the time. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much. All right, we will see you again next time. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.